Okay, Jai Shri Mataji.
There is delay. There is delay. Jai Shri Mataji. We are the
Hi, we're the London Ashrams.
Oxford Road Ashram.
So we are the Ashram of the North, and this is Oxford Road Ashram. And tonight we'll be hosting the Shri Bhairava Puja musical evening, which also includes the poems and songs of William Blake and Saint Kabir. So please join us, and thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll start with a live meditation, which is led by the Oxford Road Ashram. So over to you, Oxford Road.
Looks like he's still sharing the screen.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you start.
Sorry for that small mistake. We'll start with meditation, so please enjoy.
We can collectively bow down and raise a kundalini. We can now bring our attention inside. And we can take our right hand and put it on the Mother Earth. Say the mantra to Shri Ganesha. Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Bhairava Devi Namo Namaha. We can take our right hand and put it on our Swadhisthana and say the mantra to Shri Saraswati Brahmadeva. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Saraswati Brahmadeva Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Bhairava Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Saraswati, you are the goddess of music, art, and creation. With your blessing, please allow us to offer these songs and poems at Your Majesty's lotus feet. We can take our right hand and raise our Kundalini 3 times while we say Om. We can say the mantra to Shri Adi Gauri Kundalini Mata. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Gauri Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can say the mantra to Shri Bhairava. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvichara Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can say the mantra to Shri Nirvikalpa. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvikalpa Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And now we can bring ourselves in front of Shri Mataji and humble down and surrender all of our thoughts, all of our ego, all of our self, and just surrender to Nirvichara and the doubtless awareness. And just give yourself to Shri Mataji. We can take our right hand and put it on our left heart. O Divine Mother, you are the formidable aspect of Sri Shiva, who instills terror in wrongdoers and removes fear from the hearts of devotees. And we can say the mantra to Shri Bhairava. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And we can all stand up and invite Shri Mataji to our homes and into our hearts for the evening program. And we can sing Swagata Agata. Shri Mataji, thank you so much for joining us tonight and for blessing our homes with your divine presence. Shri Mataji, may these few items we've prepared please you and please all the deities. We bow to you again and again. Jai Shri Mataji. We can enjoy a moment of silent meditation and then we'll go into the evening program. Você tá aqui.
Você tá aqui pertinho de mim, então aqui.
Shivam's not in. Shivam's not in. Are you going to say
I think you
anything?
can move the camera more towards them because there's more of them on their side.
So, but also, but. And, okay, so Bernard, do you want to come on? So, Bernard, after I say this quote, Shamaji, like, if you love, you are an Englishman, then you come and say your thing about COVID or whatever you want to say.
Just go. That's fine.
No, I'm going to say this. We're on. Jai Shri Mataji, thank you for joining us, and sorry for the technical difficulties earlier. We hope you had a nice meditation. So we are currently having this William Blake night, and also just bringing our attention to Shri Bhairava, also in his aspect as Kabir, because of the William Blake birthday, which was last weekend, and because of the Bhairava Jayanti, which is happening on Monday. So this is a really auspicious time as the UK to bring our attention onto William Blake as Shri Bhairava. And so we'll just introduce a bit about this evening and what it's all about, and then we can start.
So we're gonna, when we talk about William Blake, we speak of the poet, painter, printer and prophet who lived in London during the period of the Enlightenment. In his books Milton and Jerusalem, he foretold the establishment of divine
We apologize again for the technical difficulties. And so while the Ashram of the North tries to get back on, we can play for you a few lovely performances in this late night.
What we can do is
We can start from the beginning.
yeah.
We introduce now Luis Garrido performing the discovery of Blake's
So that your camera
grave
keeps
in
switching.
Cervantes.
I think it's because of the internet now. If we
Enjoy. And next on we have Tim Bruce and Francesco Bucci performing Infant Joy. So I hope you enjoy.
Jai Shri Mataji. We would like to thank Shri Mataji for the discovery of the location of William Blake's grave. It meant a lot to us. It was a very joyful occasion, and lots of people enjoyed it as well because it became a collective project. But how it all started, people ask me what gave you the idea, what gave you the inspiration. Well, the answer is very obvious. We know it's the inspiration came from Shri Mataji herself. She had said in England that it would be good for yogis to pay their respects to the grave of William Blake. She also said, and this is on record on the tapes, that the grave of William Blake is not properly marked, respected, and celebrated. If this was in India, they would have done something much nicer for William Blake, you know. So that was the state of affairs. William Blake always felt like someone very important in our lives, especially for myself and my wife, because when Shri Mataji arranged our marriage, she suggested that we pray to Shri Mahavira, and Shri Mahavira is the same as William Blake. She said it would be a good thing for us to do to improve our left side. Of course, Shri Mataji has advised all Sahaja yogis in general to pay attention to William Blake, to the writings, the paintings, but because of that particular aspect of personal advice, William Blake was very important to us. At the time, we were staying at Shoshan Road as well, living there, and it's no wonder Shri Mataji kept talking to us about William Blake because the Shoshan Road is a place of great significance for Sahaja Yoga. It's a place that William Blake prophesied about. So on one occasion at Brompton Square, Shri Mataji, with a book of William Blake, showed us the paintings there and explained aspects that are meaningful to Sahaja Yoga and made sure that we could feel the vibrations from those paintings. We all felt it. It was a very joyous occasion to feel such powerful vibrations from each and every painting of William Blake, with Mother in person, of course. On another very happy occasion, Shri Mataji took us to the Tate Gallery to see the paintings of William Blake. And it's a bit of the same. Shri Mataji put her hands towards those paintings of Blake and kept saying, what wonderful vibrations, tremendous vibrations. Can you feel it? See it, check it, please, see it. So we all did, and we all could feel incredible vibrations from the paintings. We were surprised to feel such incredible vibrations from each and every painting. It was a great surprise for us. And then one day it happened that this is like a great coincidence. Carol, my wife, got a job virtually next door to the grave of William Blake, and she used to go there at lunchtime to eat her sandwiches, you know, in front of the gravestone of William Blake, and it says there that nearby lies William Blake, the prophet William Blake, and his wife Catherine Sophia Blake. So the question was, nearby, this is the big problem. Nearby, we would much rather pay our respects to the exact place of where William Blake is buried, rather than paying respects to someone else that might be buried on a different location. So the question arose, why not try and find the exact location using Mother's vibrations? Mother had already taught us so much on this point and encouraged us somehow to feel vibrations from Blake. So there was a particular incident in Portugal where Shri Mataji was able to discover the location of a Swayambhu from a long distance while being driven by car. But as the Shri Mataji also said, do you happen to have nearby a tooth of Lord Buddha or maybe a hair from the Prophet Muhammad? There was nothing of that kind. So Shri Mataji said it must be a Swayambhu. And then when the car reached the destination, Shri Mataji said, there it is, can you see the Swayambhu? And it was a statue of the Virgin Mary that appeared from the earth miraculously back in the olden days in 1822, so a very ancient event had taken place. It was recorded in the books of history because of what happened there. And this proved to be a very great encouragement for us, because in the case of William Blake, we have not just one tooth, we have all his teeth buried there, we have all his hairs, we have all his bones, so we felt confident that we might be able to locate the exact spot using vibrations. And so it happened that when we tried, we felt a very strong experience of vibrations. It was something very joy-giving, tremendous vibrations on the hands, all over the body, very strong. We even got a divine fragrance appeared there on that spot, and in our hearts we had no doubts this is the spot. Now the question arises, how are we going to prove or show it to others that this is the case? So the idea came to research the location on the records, on the burial records. As it happens, the burial records give us the coordinates of Blake's burial, north, south, east, west, within a grid that is there for mapping up the whole cemetery where Blake is buried. So it was possible to determine the exact location. What is more, some very great Blake scholars of the past had already done that job as well. We didn't know that, of course. And they had published something in 1927, even earlier, in fact. They had published something about the exact location, and they marked that location. But since 1960, the stone of William Blake had been taken away from the correct spot and put elsewhere. So everybody thought that the grave of William Blake was not marked. But it was possible to discover the location. And then with help from such yogis, with help from the Blake Society, we got the permission to mark the exact spot. There were some legal obstacles, and Mother very graciously again helped to overcome those obstacles, legal obstacles, like there was an act of parliament ordering removal of all grave monuments from that area. So only because Blake is such a special person, it was possible to overcome that obstacle, but we felt great help from Mother throughout the administrative and bureaucratic process of getting the permissions and consents. So Mother had to help so much to make this possible, and teach us all and inspire us all along. And a small coincidence, Mother had even asked us to join the Blake Society or go and meet them or help them out well before this event took place of the discovery of the location of Blake's grave. So one can see that Shri Mataji had planted all the seeds to make this possible, and then she helped alongside the whole process by providing the necessary strong vibrations, so there was no doubt about it, and then the documentary evidence. So we are very thankful to Mother for making this possible and creating such a joyful event. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Okay, he's gonna put on. He said he's just.
This one.
Oh, we're on.
Are we on?
Hi, Jai Shri Mataji. So we can also spend some time giving bandhans that our internet and connections are better. Thank you. So the next act that we have will be an act which is 3 songs written by William Blake with images of William Blake, and they are put to music and sung by Tim Bruce. The songs are Infant Joy, London, and The Shepherd. The orchestration was by Dmitry Orlov, dance and choreography by Francesco Bucchi, and the mixing was done by Andreas van Engelen. So please enjoy. Jai Shri Mataji.
have no name, I am but 2 days old. What shall I call me? I happy am. Joy is my name. Sweet joy befall thee. Pretty joy, sweet joy, but 2 days old. Sweet joy befall thee. Thou dost smile, I sing, oh why? Sweet joy befall thee. Sweet I am but 2 days old, what shall I call me? I happy am, joy is my name. Sweet joy befall thee, pretty joy, sweet joy but 2 days old, sweet joy call me. Thou dost smile, I sing the while, sweet joy befall thee. Sweet joy, sweet joy, sweet infant joy, sweet joy, sweet joy, sweet joy, sweet joy. I wander through each charted street, near where the charted Thames does flow, and mark in every face I meet marks of weakness, marks of woe. In every cry of every man, in every infant's cry of fear, in every voice, in every band, the mind-forged manacles I hear. How the chimney sweepers cry, every blackening church appalls, and the hapless soldiers sigh, runs in blood down Paris walls. In every infant's cry of fear, in every voice, in every band, the mind-forged manacles I hear. But most through midnight streets I hear how the youthful harlots curse, blast the newborn infant's tear, and blight with plagues the marriage hearse. Blast the newborn infant's tear, and blights with plagues the marriage hearse. the shepherd, sweet Lord. From the morn to the evening he strays. He shall follow his sheep all the day, and his tongue shall be filled with praise. For he hears the lamb's innocent call, and he hears the ew's tender reply. He is watchful while they are at peace, for they know when their shepherd is nigh. How sweet is the shepherd, sweet Lord. From the morn to the evening he strays. He shall follow his sheep all the day, and his tongue shall be filled with praise. For he hears the lamb's innocent call, and he hears the ew's tender reply. He is watchful while they are at peace, for they know when their shepherd is nigh.
Jai Shri Mataji, everybody. Once again, apologies for many a technical difficulty, but we're trying, so yeah, keep the bandhans going, it helps. So before I introduce the next two acts, I am going to do a reading from, it's of Plate 9, from The Marriage of Heaven and Hell. The camera in there. Okay, good. Okay, so from The Marriage of Heaven and Hell. The fox provides for himself, but God provides for the lion. Think in the morning, act in the noon, eat in the evening, sleep in the night. He who has suffered you to impose on him knows you. As the plough follows words, so God rewards praise. The tigers of wrath are wiser than the horses of instruction. Expect poison from the standing water. You never know what is enough unless you know what is more than enough. Listen to the fool's reproach. It is a kingly title. The eyes of fire, the nostrils of air, the mouth of water, the beard of earth. The weak in courage is strong in cunning. The apple tree never asks the beech how he shall grow, nor the lion the horse how he shall take his prey. The thankful receiver bears a plentiful harvest. If others had not been foolish, we should be so. The soul of sweet delight can never be defiled. When thou seest an eagle, thou seest a portion of genius. Lift up thy head. As the caterpillar chooses the fairest leaves to lay her eggs on, so the priest lays his curse on the fairest joys. To create a little flower is the labour of ages. Damn braces, bless,
relaxes. The best wine is the oldest, the best water the newest. Prayers plough not, praises reap not, joys laugh not, sorrows weep not. Thank you. And next up, we have two performances. The first is going to be from Jeremy Clancy and Kireli Samalati, who will be performing two songs. They are Awake and Sweet Delight. And then that will be followed by two performances. We have Carol Starks and Simon Clark, who will be doing a performance of The Clod and Pebble from William Blake, and also an extract from the play The Fruits of Life and Beauty by Simon Clark. So enjoy. Jai Shri Mataji.
Awake, awake, O England, awake, O lovely emanation of Albion. Jerusalem, thy sister, she calls you on. Why must you sleep the sleep of death and close her from your ancient walls? Awake, O England, awake. Thy hills and valleys felt her feet gently upon thy bosom move. Thy gates beheld sweet Zion's ways. Then was a time of joy and love. Awake, awake, O England, awake, O lovely emanation of Albion. Jerusalem, thy sister, she calls you on. Why must you sleep the sleep of death and close her from your ancient walls? Awake, O England, awake. And now the time returns again. Our souls exult in London's towers. Receive the Lamb of God to dwell in England's green and pleasant bowers. Awake, awake, O England, awake, O lovely emanation of Albion. Jerusalem, thy sister, she calls you on. Why must you sleep the sleep of death and close her from your ancient walls? Awake, O England, awake. Why must you sleep the sleep of death and close her from your ancient walls? Awake, O England, awake. I'd like to thank my good friend Kireli for accompanying me on this song, which is called Sweet Delight. Every morn and every night, some are born to sweet delight. But every night and every morn, some to misery are born. Sweet delight, sweet delight. Every morn and every night, some are born to sweet delight, yet some are born to endless night. We are led to believe a lie when we see with but not through the eye, which was born in a night to perish in a night, while the soul was born for endless lights. Sweet delight, sweet delight, every morning, every night. Some are born to sweet delight, yet some are born to endless night. God appears and God is light to those poor souls who dwell in night, but to those souls who dwell in day, God doth a human form display. Sweet delight, sweet delight, every morning, every night. Some are born to sweet delight, yet some are born to endless night.
Jai Shri Mataji. Next, we have the poem The Clod and Pebble, words by William Blake, music by Simon Clarke. It's an extract from the play The Fruits of Life and Beauty by Simon Clarke, from the William Blake Fellowship, performed by Carol Starks. Enjoy.
Love seeketh not itself to please, nor for itself hath any care, but for another gives its ease, and builds a heaven in hell's despair. So sung a little clod of clay, trodden with the cattle's feet, but a pebble of the brook, warbled out these meters meet. Love seeketh only self to please, to bind another to its delight, joys in another loss of ease, and builds a hell in heaven's despite.
No, we had 20 minutes, we just used it up.
When you have
Hi, Joshimasaji. So, we'd like to just perform another song by William Blake for you before we move along to the next act. So, we'll be doing Love and Harmony combined. Thank you.
Love and harmony combined, and around our souls inclined, while thy branches mix with mine, and our roots together join. Joys upon our branches sing, chirping loud and singing sweet, like gentle streams beneath our feet, innocence and virtue meet. Now the golden fruit doth bear, I am clad in flowers fair. Thy sweet boughs perfume the air, and the turtle buildeth there. There she sits and feeds her young. Sweet I hear her mournful song, and thy lovely leaves among. There is love, I hear his song. There is charming Esther play. There he sleeps the night away. There he sleeps alone the day, and doth among our branches play. Thou the golden fruit doth bear, I am clad in flowers fair. Thy sweet boughs perfume the air, and the turtle buildeth there. Thou the golden fruit doth bear, I am clad in flowers fair. Thy sweet boughs perfume the air, and the turtle buildeth there.
So our next two acts, we have David Vignoli coming on with The Blossom, followed by Debbie Ekman with The Golden String. We hope you enjoy.
Mary, Mary, sparrow on the leaves so green, a happy blossom
sees a swift as arrow. Mary, Mary, sparrow, and the leaves so green, a happy blossom, sees a swift as arrow. Sing your cradle narrow near my bosom. Sing your cradle narrow near my bosom. Pretty, pretty Robin, and the leaves so green, a happy blossom, is a sobbing, sobbing. Pretty, pretty Robin, and the leaves so green, a happy blossom, is a sobbing, sobbing. Pretty, pretty Robin, near my bosom. Pretty, pretty Robin, near my bosom. Mary, Mary, sparrow, and the leaves so green, a happy blossom, sees a swift as arrow. Mary, Mary, sparrow, and the leaves so green, a happy blossom, sees a swift as arrow. Sing your cradle narrow near my bosom. 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 Sing your cradle narrow near my bosom.
at heaven's gate, at heaven's gate, built in Jerusalem's wall. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, built in Jerusalem's wall. I give you the end of the golden string. You wind it into a ball. It will lead you in at heaven's gate, built in Jerusalem's wall. I give you the end of a golden string. When you wind it into a ball, it will lead you in at heaven's gate, built in Jerusalem's wall. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, built in Jerusalem's wall. Jerusalem, built in Jerusalem's wall. Built in Jerusalem's wall.
Wow, that was lovely. Um, I'm going to say a poem from Songs of Innocence and Experience from William Blake. So, Nurse's Song. When the voices of children are heard on the green, and laughing is heard on the hill, my heart is at rest within my breath, and everything else is still. Then come home, my children, the sun is gone down, and the dews of night arise. Come, come, leave off play, and let us away, till the morning appears in the sky. No, no, let us play, for it is yet day, and we cannot go to sleep. Besides, in the sky the little birds fly, and the hills are all covered with sheep. Well, well, go and play till the light fades away, and then go home to bed. The little ones leaped and shouted and laughed, and all the hills echoed. Next, we have a lovely short film called The Passion of William Blake by Cam Williams, and Nikki Wells performing O Holy Virgin, accompanied by a video footage of Sri Mataji visiting the source of the River Thames during 1982, more specifically the 31st July 1982. We hope you enjoy.
O Holy Virgin, clad in purest white, unlock heaven's golden gates and issue forth. Awake the dawn that sleeps in heaven. Let light rise from the chambers of the east and bring the honey dew that cometh on waking day. O radiant morning, salute the sun, roused like a huntsman to the chase, and with thy buskined feet appear upon our hills, appear upon our hills, appear upon our hills.
Our next act will be a short song from a poem of Kabir. So Kabir was also an incarnation of Shri Bhairava, and he had some really similar themes with William Blake. This is called The Thousand Petals of the Lotus. It's translated to English by Rabindranath Tagore, who is also Relai Sol, and we hope you enjoy.
To the garden of flowers, oh friend, go not there. In your body is the garden of flowers. Take your seat on the thousand petals of the lotus. Take your seat on the thousand petals of the lotus. And their gaze on the infinite beauty. seat on the thousand petals of the lotus. Take your seat on the thousand petals of the lotus. Take your seat on the thousand petals of the lotus. And then gaze on the infinite beauty.
So now, to end the night, we'd like to offer to Shri Mataji Jerusalem. William Blake had a vision for England that it would become the new Jerusalem. And so, with these words in our heart, we can all stand and sing to Shri Mataji the song Jerusalem, written by William Blake, followed by 3 great mantras.
And in those feet, in ancient time, walk upon England's mountains. England's present pasture sea, and in the countenance divine, shine forth upon our crowded hills, and once Jerusalem builded here, among those stars satanic mill. Bring me my bow, oh burning gold. Bring me my arrows of desire. Bring me my spear, oh clouds unfold. Bring me my chariot of fire. I will not cease from mental fight, nor shall horse or sleep in my hand, till we have built Jerusalem, in England's green and pleasant land.
So to finish off, before we say the 3 great mantras, we have one last piece, which is Uncle Ken Williams performing a short film called The Passion of Christ, William Blake. The Passion of William Blake. Jai Shivaji.
Men are not admitted into heaven because they have curbed or governed their passions, or because they have no passion. The treasures of heaven are realities of intellect from which all the passions emanate in their eternal glory.
A robin redbreast
in a cage puts all heaven in a rage. A dove house filled with doves and pigeons shudders hell through all its regions. A dog starved at his master's gate predicts the ruin of the state. A horse misused upon the road calls to heaven for human blood. Each outcry of the hunted hare a fibre from the brain does tear. A skylark wounded in the wing, a cherubim does cease to sing. The gamecock clipped and armed for fight doth the rising sun affright. Every wolf and lion's howl raises from hell a human soul. The wild deer, wandering here and there, keeps the human soul from care. The lamb, misused, breeds public strife, and yet forgives the butcher's knife.
Trembling, I sit day and night. My friends are astonished at me, yet they forgive my wanderings. I rest not from my great task.
To open the eternal worlds, to open the immortal eyes of man inwards into the worlds of thought, into eternity.
But if we fear to do the dictates of our angels, if we tremble at the tasks set before us, if we refuse to do spiritual acts because of natural fears or natural desires, who can describe the dismal torments of such a state? I too well remember the threats I heard. If you who are organized by divine providence for spiritual communion refuse and bury your talent in the earth, sorrow and desperation follows you through life, and after death, shame and confusion of face to eternity. Everyone in eternity will leave you, aghast at the man who was crowned with honor and glory by his brethren, and who betrayed their cause to their enemies. You will be called the base Judas, who betrayed his friend. Such words would make any stout man tremble. But I am no longer in that state, and I now go on with my task, fearless. And though my path be difficult, I have no fear of stumbling while I keep it.
The nature of my work is visionary or imaginative. It is an attempt to restore what the ancients called the Golden Age. To cast aside from poetry all that is not inspiration. To cast off the idiot questioner who is always questioning but never capable of answering, who sits with a sly grin, silent, plotting when to question like a thief in a cave, who publishes doubt and calls it knowledge, whose science is despair, whose pretense to knowledge is envy, whose whole science is to destroy the wisdom of the ages, to feed ravenous envy that rages around him like a wolf, day and night, without rest.
I do not pretend to engrave finer than Albert Dürer, but I do pretend to engrave finer than Strange, Woollett, Hall, or Bartolozzi, and all because I understand drawing, which they understood not. I know my executions are not like anybody else's. I do not intend that they should be. None but blockheads copy one another. Englishmen have been so used to the journeyman's undecided bungling that they cannot bear the firmness of a master's touch. Every line is a line of beauty. It's only fumble and bungle that cannot draw a line. This is only ugliness. This is not a line that doubts and hesitates in the midst of its course. In this way, the English public have been imposed upon for many years under the impression that painting and engraving are someone else besides drawing. Painting is drawing on canvas. Engraving is drawing on copper and nothing else. And he who pretends to be a painter or an engraver without being a master of drawing is an imposter. We may be very clever as pugilists, but as artists, we are and have long been the contempt of the continent. Gravelot once said to my master Bazir, "The English may be very clever in their own opinions, but they do not draw the draw."
Rouse up, O young men and women of the new age, set your foreheads against the ignorant hirelings, for we have hirelings in the camps, in the courts, in the universities, who would, if they could, forever depress mental and prolong corporeal war. Painters, on you I call, sculptors, architects, suffer not the fashionable fools to depress your powers by the prices they pretend to give for contemptible works, or the expensive advertising boasts they make of such works. Believe Christ and his apostles that there is a class of men whose whole delight is in destroying.
Of the sleep of Ulro, and of the passage through eternal death, and of the waking to eternal life. This theme calls me in sleep, night after night, and in the morn wakes me at sunrise. Then I see the Saviour over me, spreading his beams of love and dictating the words of this mild song.
Awake, awake, O ye sleeper of the land of shadows. Wake, expand. I am in you, and you in me, mutual in love divine, fibers of love from man to man, through Albion's pleasant land. In all the dark Atlantic vale, down from the hills of Surrey, a black water accumulates. Return, Albion, return. Thy brethren call thee, and thy fathers and thy sons, thy nurses and thy mothers, thy sisters and thy daughters, weep at thy soul's disease, and the divine vision is darkened. Where hast thou hidden thy emanation, O lovely Jerusalem, from the vision and fruition of the Holy One? I am not a god afar off. I am a brother and friend. Within your bosoms I reside, and you reside in me. Lo, we are one, forgiving all evil, not seeking recompense. Ye are my members, O ye sleepers of Beulah, land of shades.
I hear a voice you cannot hear that says I must not stay. I see a hand you cannot see that beckons me away. Naked we came here, naked of natural things, and naked we shall return. But while clothed in divine mercy, we are richly clothed in spiritual, and suffer all the rest gladly.
O Holy Virgin, clad in purest white, unlock heaven's golden gates and issue forth away that sleeps in heaven. Let light rise from the chambers of the east and bring the honeydew that cometh on waking day. O radiant morning, salute the sun, roused like a huntsman to the chase, and with thy buskined feet appear upon our hills, appear upon our hills, appear upon our hills.
Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahalini Triguratmika Kundalini Sasha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Bhairava Devi Namo Om Tvameva Sasha Shri Murti Sasha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gaki Sashat Shri Sahasra Swami Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Shri Nirmala Devi बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय, की जय, की जय।
Thank you.